Hello, everybody. It's me. I'm here. It's a Friday afternoon. I'm on break. So you know what that means. It's time to talk about football. Divisional round. Last weekend was, hey, you know what? It was every bit as exciting as I thought it was going to be. And I'm looking forward to some super good football this weekend as well. So we got 4 games, Saturday, Sunday. The times are a little weird. So, I know you're not doing a traditional Sunday night football. I think the game starts at 6:45, I think, instead of 8:15, which I don't have to work on Monday, so I don't mind staying up. But, hey, who knows, whatever. Speaking of which, I'm not working Monday. So, video, I don't know what's going to happen there. Might get a little weird. Whatever happens, just go with it. If worst comes to worst, next Friday, I will just try and start recording a tick earlier, and I'll just try and quickly go through, because there's only going to be 2 games next weekend, right? The championship games. So next week, I should be able to, in one video, just hammer out my thoughts from the divisional round and my thoughts going into the conference championships. So, with all of that being said, let's start Saturday, 4:30, LA Rams headed off to the frozen tundras of Lambeau Field to face the Green Bay Packers, who have been, for the most part, very, very good this year. Obviously, there was that bit that happened in Tampa. That game that Packer fans will tell you to forget about, which I would also tell you in a vacuum to forget about, because Green Bay got stomped. They got absolutely annihilated. But speaking objectively here, as I typically try to do, it was uncharacteristic for Green Bay. Green Bay getting blown out is uncharacteristic. So, Green Bay's had a very good season. Rodgers has kicked back into good form. The defense looks solid. The O-line has been really good. The run game has been great between Jones and Williams. The receiving core has been very good as well. Adams, as always, is fantastic. It's been fun to watch the emergence of Robert Tonyan, who I still am amazed didn't get voted to the Pro Bowl. Frickin' Evan Ingram got voted to the Pro Bowl over Robert Tonyan. That's just, it's absolutely criminal. So, the Rams, on the other hand, their running game is good. Cam Akers has been good. Henderson was good throughout the season. Is he? Although Henderson's not hurt, is he? Because I haven't heard his name much the last. Did he even have any rushes last weekend? I don't even remember. I mostly just remember Cam Akers. But either or, the Rams defense is very good. And I think they are one of the few defenses that will be able to reliably give Rodgers problems. With that being said, Jared Goff still has a broken thumb. I haven't heard a status on John Wolford yet. The Rams' performance last week was gutsy, yes. Terrifying, no, not at all. If I'm Green Bay, I'm not really worried about it. Which I know is the classic trap, right? You're coming into the playoffs and you're coming into any game and you're like, this team sucks. They're not. That's like the classic trap. But from a me perspective, I don't actually have to play the football game. The Rams, especially with either a backup quarterback or a significantly hampered Jared Goff, I'm just not worried about the Rams offense. Especially considering Green Bay has a half-decent pass rush. I'm just not worried about it. Now, on the other side of the ball, the Rams also have a very good pass rush. And the Rams defense is good. But do I think the Rams defense is good enough to hold up against Aaron Rodgers for 4 straight quarters? No. Not with their offense not being able to do much. And I don't think their offense is going to be able to do much. They beat Seattle through because of their defense. I'm just not sure I see them doing that again. I could be wrong, as always. That's just me, but I just don't see it. Next up, Saturday Night Football, 8:15. Baltimore Ravens at Buffalo Bills. This game, I think, is going to be outstanding. These are two really, really good football teams. I've been high on the Bills all season long. I've been high on Josh Allen since he was drafted. I've been high on Sean McDermott since the Bills hired him. I like Buffalo's football team. I like them a lot. There's I'm literally wondering if there was just a car crash out front here. I'm seeing a I'm seeing a sizable plume of smoke. And, well, I don't remember it being there 10 minutes ago. But cars are still driving, so I guess that's a good sign. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye on that. I looked up and all of a sudden there's the sizable plume of smoke right a couple hundred feet in front of my car. I was like, okay, that's good. Where was I? Bills. Okay. I like the Bills. They've had a good season, and they seem to me the Buffalo Bills are very, very well-rounded football team. Now, that being said, so are the Ravens. The Ravens have a solid defense. The offense has kind of kicked back into gear after whatever the hell that was there in the middle of the season. This is these night games are the ones that are going to be tough for me to call. I really don't know where to go with this. Because I like everything about both of these teams, right? I like their coaches. Harbaugh's great. McDermott's great. I like both their coaches. I like both their quarterbacks. I like both their defenses. I like both of their weapons. I don't know. I don't know. To me, these actually, honest to God, these teams are almost mirror images of each other. I mean, if you look at it in a vacuum, right? They've both got really good defenses. They're both really well coached. They both have mobile quarterbacks who can throw fairly accurately. Obviously, Jackson's a little more mobile than Allen, but Allen can run. The difference is they both have solid run games. They both have decent O-lines. I'll say decent. And they both have solid offenses that are structured around a number one piece. I can't say receiver because for the Bills it's Diggs. For the Ravens I'd say it's Mark Andrews. To me these teams they're almost mirror images of each other. Man, I really don't know where to take this. I don't know. I'm literally sitting here trying to think of what. I think I'm gonna say Buffalo. I really like Buffalo this season. I don't know. I just really like Buffalo this season. They're at home. I'm guessing there's going to be some fans there. There were last weekend. This is one of those games that, honest to God, if the Ravens win, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm totally surprised. I'm going to pick Buffalo, though. Mostly just because. Honest to God, mostly just because. Sunday, first game. This game. All right, so if anybody keeps up with my Twitter at all, you've seen me bitching at Chase Claypool on numerous occasions because, God, I fucking hate that guy. Like, I don't know. He just annoys me. The whole, oh well, in his TikTok live saying, oh well, it's fine because the Browns are going to get clapped next week. Okay, buddy. And then he's got a computer up and he's showing like routes that he was running and he's bragging about beating a backup cornerback in a game which they got blown out. Hate Chase Claypool. And that was from the time I saw the whole winning never heard of her tweet. And then he was talking shit about how, if the Browns had just won with grace or with whatever the hell he said. And I was like, man, fuck you. That team's just nothing but toxicity at this point anyway. And I was happy to see them fail. I really was. Now, and because of that, especially now that Claypool has said that, I am 100%... See, my friend Tyler's going to tell me I'm rooting against the Chiefs because I hate Patrick Mahomes. No, I don't hate Patrick Mahomes. But this weekend, I'm 150% rooting for Cleveland because, I want Cleveland to go in there and fucking steamroll Kansas City. I hope Cleveland goes into Kansas City and wins by 3 touchdowns. With that being said, I'm picking Kansas City to win this game because their offense is it's a little too good for my taste. Mahomes is insane. The speed at receiver is insane. The emergence of Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been a revelation. Their defense is but Kansas City's defense is always and they succeed anyway. So, you know what? That's all there is to say there. I'm rooting hardcore for Cleveland, but I really do think Kansas City's probably going to win in the end. Now, Kansas City's not going to blow them out. I don't think Cleveland is going to get clapped. I think the way Cleveland's offense is structured, I think Cleveland's offense will keep them in the game, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to get them a win. I got 10 minutes. Last game, Sunday evening football. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the New Orleans Saints. Brady and Breeze, round 3. Didn't you just know this was coming at some point? Like, didn't you just know you were at some point going to get a playoff game that was Brady and Breeze somewhere? What a season it's been. Now, Brady has not beaten Breeze as a member of the Bucs yet. And I think it's going to happen here. This is my hot take. I don't know if it's an upset. I haven't looked at numbers or stat lines. I almost never do. The only time I know if a game's an upset is like the Jets are playing the Seahawks or something. Because then it's just obvious. I have no idea what the betting lines for these guys. I don't look at betting lines ever because I don't bet. Because with my luck, not getting in, not trying to get into that. Early on in the season, and I've said this about Tampa Bay a couple times. Early on in the season, you've had games where the Chicago game, prime example. Chicago's defense is very good, but for whatever reason, that game, Tampa Bay's offense, it wasn't gelling. And you had games like that where Tampa's offense just wasn't gelling. And that's not surprising, Tom Brady coming into a brand new system, and not only a brand new system, but a system that's completely the opposite of how he's played his entire career. New weapons that he's never thrown to, most of them he's never met. Yeah, it's going to take some time, to get that connection down with some of those guys and to get everything gelling. To me, Tampa Bay has everything. They've got everything. Brady's still really good. I think this year was his second most passing yards in his career. Now, that's offensive scheming, but it's impressive nonetheless because the guy's 43 years old. They've got a quarterback. Their offensive line is, I'll call it solid. They've got a running game. Assuming Ronald Jones plays. I know he didn't play last week, but I think it was a COVID thing. So he should play this week. And Fournette's a quality... he's a quality starter, I think, but he's definitely a quality second running back. They've got good tight ends that can catch and that can block. Brate and Gronk are both good pass catchers and both good blockers. They have a big man in Mike Evans. They've got a speed guy in Scotty Miller. They've got a crisp route runner in Antonio Brown. And they've got a hands guy in Chris Godwin. I know all the other guys have hands they can catch. Mike Evans has no problem catching a football. But Godwin's kind of always been like a contested ball guy. Evans to a certain extent as well, just because he's so damn tall. Their defense is solid. The front seven's been really good. They've got a solid pass rush. They were ranked second against the run in the regular season? And they've got a good coach. They've got good coaching. Not to say that the Saints don't have many of those things. The Saints obviously have very good coaching. They obviously have very good weapons. I mean, shit, you don't make it to this point in the season without being a good football team. You just don't. Alvin Kamara is obviously a freaking monster. Mike Thomas has had a down year, but, he was hurt a decent bit. Breeze is... I think this is definitely the twilight of Breeze's career. I very much expect him to be gone after this season. So there's a part of me... There is a part of me that kind of hopes the Saints just bowl through and win a Super Bowl. Not that I like the Saints, but when you have a guy like Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers or Phillip Rivers even, it would be kind of fun to see them go out at the very top. But I don't want it that bad. I'd much rather see Buffalo win it. I don't know. The Saints offense, it's been stunted all year. But Alvin Kamara and the Saints defense has always been able to do just enough to pull a win out of their ass a lot of times this year. I'm just not sure how much I trust the Saints offense. Especially, Kamara's problem is going to be, again, what did I say? Second-ranked defense against the run this year? It's taken me a while to get to this point. But I think I trust Tampa's offense. And I think I trust it more than New Orleans. And for me, that's what it comes down to. Both teams have good defenses. Both teams have all-time great quarterbacks who are very old, but one of them is still seems to be significantly better than the other one. Right now, Brady's playing at a much higher level than Breeze. That's what it is for me. I trust Tampa's offense more than I trust New Orleans' offense. So I'm picking Tampa Bay. Those are the games. Those are my thoughts. I have to go get back to work. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. On the Eagles head coaching gig, I don't even know what to say. They're still kind of in the mix. I don't necessarily have a, oh my God, get me this guy as head coach, because I don't follow college coaches whatsoever. Deuce, I don't know. I just don't know. I think Deuce might make a good OC. I'm not sure if he's head coaching material yet, or if he ever will be. Salah's gone. I would have liked Salah, but I think he'll be very, very good in New York. I know Joe Brady's a name I've heard. Kafka's a name I've heard. I had no idea who he is. I heard Kellen Moore tossed out at some point. I guess the Eagles were interviewing him. I don't want him at all. But like Joe Brady, no idea who he is, honestly. Was he somebody with the Panthers maybe? I don't even know. Brian Daboll, I'd be all right with. Bieniemy, if you can get him here. I don't know. In case somebody asks me about that, I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I just don't know. So, love this song. All right, I'm going to get out of here, get back to work, and I will let you guys get back to whatever the hell you're doing. I will see you on Twitter this weekend for the games. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next week. Peace out.